Hey, Margie. Might just be you and me, but hey. Some would say, the important people are here. I'm glad you just woke up. Oh, obviously, the first thing I need to do is clean my desk off. Have you had dinner, or do you need to go grab some dinner to bring it with you? I forgot that I put, I did some chicken breasts in the air fryer. And then after they came out, I put some tater tots. Healthy, not healthy. I put some tater tots in the air fryer. So I have to listen for the beep and go get those when they're done. Forgot that I did. What is up? Let's see here. I'm going to pull it up on the TV. Glynis is going to come in with me in a few minutes. Kind of caught everybody off guard. Not that I caught anybody off guard, but I just had a little burst of energy. And with a burst of energy, I want to hang out with my peeps. Ooh, yum, pizza. So I figure an hour or so, and then I'm sure I'll start to slide right down. But for an hour or so, yeah, we were just talking about, because, Doug's tested positive too. We're talking about how it goes up and down, not like from day to day, but from hour to hour within the day. You're wake up feeling pretty good because you just had some sleep, and a couple hours later you're like, ugh, dog meat, and then then it cycles. I don't know, it's just a weird cycle of good, not so good, up and down, back and forth. Let's see. Oh, I got all kinds of things on my desk. Need to clean it up. Okay, I have this vase, and it's got these, I guess they're daisies, maybe they're sunflowers. I'm not sure. Could probably paint them to be either one. I've had it forever. I just keep hanging on to it because I don't know why I feel the desire to paint these things. Oh, they're indents. I thought they were actually bumps. They're not. They're inverted. I feel the need to paint these little daisies or sunflowers. And then, I don't know what to do with it. Probably donate it. My mom would want it, but she doesn't have anywhere to put it. And it keeps sitting and sitting and sitting, and then it gets dusty, and then I wash it up and go, okay, I'm going to paint it. And then it sits and sits, and then it gets dusty, and then I wash it up. Oh, I hope you never get it too, although I know I haven't had it as bad as some, but yeah, it's been 2.5 years never leaving, for that purpose. I told my mom, it's all your birthday's fault. But thankfully, my mom's the only one of us that hasn't gotten it. So anyway, maybe I'll just pull out some paint and just play with that right now. Do you think that they're daisies or sunflowers? Let me see if I can get an angle where it shows the... What do you think? Does it look like daisies or sunflowers? They're all over. I could probably... Just looks like dots. You can't see all the little... Oh, maybe I just needed to get that close. There we go. Maybe that'll work. There. Now, do they look like daisies or sunflowers? Oh, you know what? It's all kind of milky, clear, not clear. It's not clear. It's not clear glass. It's cloudy. It's all kind of cloudy. So yeah, if I don't have my glasses on, I totally can't see them either. So I get what you're saying, Margie. So make them whatever you want. Daisies, sunflowers, whatever, right? I don't know. I don't know if there's really like a big difference in them that I should be able to see in the flower right there. I still need to finish this one. I'm gonna keep all these parts and pieces together here. I wanted to make sure I was clear-headed when I finished it, since I'm going to give it to somebody. Those folios sure are fun to make. Did you try them? Did you try the folios? And did you end up doing some bags after yesterday? Those are my other. These sunflowers are just giant daisy. Anyway, I agree. I think that's why why I can't tell them apart. They look the same. They might be, well, especially when I think of daisies, I think of either the yellow daisies with the dark inside or white daisies with a yellow inside. Is that right? Yeah. And so just make them big and they look like sunflowers. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So I guess I just need to decide yellow and brown or white and yellow, maybe little bits of brown in it. But then somebody will go, we'll do both. Mix them, mix the colors. I'm not a big painter artist. I don't know all the nuances of that. All right, finding something to put all of that in. I need to finish my books, decorating them, the idea books. I think I need to check and see what mic we're on here. Let's see. That one's correct. That one's correct. And let's see if we've got auto focus turned off. We do. Yay. Okay. Flip the part that closes on the folio to the inside. Oh, like the little, when you open it and you have just that little side strip, you put that on the inside instead of making it go over as a flap. Interesting. Now I need to decide if I need to clean up all the glue off here. That's what I need to do. Do I want to just grab some paint and a little brush? Wouldn't take much for that. Yellow and white, or yellow, white, and brown would be all I would need. A couple of brushes. Maybe some water. I wouldn't make a big mess, I don't think. It was covering, I know. Oh, instead of having it close, yeah. Yeah, it does cover the picture. And that's why I kind of look at, if half the picture's coming out, and then when you open the flap up and I can see the whole pretty picture, then I guess I was okay with that. But maybe just the right pictures, it would be. I do kind of like that when you open that flap up, you see the rest of the picture and it kind of reveals a whole nother, element or dimension of it or something. It's like finding something hidden right inside the front flap. Oh, all right. That's pretty clean. That's clean enough. All right. So do I feel like painting? I don't, or if I feel like gel printing, I sure have a lot of gel prints that need more on them. I haven't done that in quite a while. Probably should clean off the other desk and do it on the mixed media desk if I was going to. Oops. All right, that's clean enough. Got most of the bumps of stuff underneath it out. Whoops. All right, now I can see where my camera is. Obviously wasn't very straight. I just push it forward out of my face when we're not live. Mine is a mini, so it actually covers. Oh, so okay, what size? Glennis and I were just talking about that. I wanted to make them mini size. And she says, oh, good, you probably figured out the dimensions. Nope. I haven't even done it yet. So how big did you make them? I was thinking like with 6x6 paper, doing the same thing, 6x6 paper, which would make them teeny tiny. But a hard time seeing anything small this week with my eye so swollen. Although it's much better now, but it's still kind of blurry. play with that a little bit, though.
Okay.
Miss Glynis.
Not quite ready.
Okay. I'll just mute you for a minute. And I'll do that. And then she can take her time. Use 3 sheets of 4.5 by 5.5. Okay. 4.5 by 5.5. Write this down. In place of 8.5 by 11. Okay. Cut 8.5 inch sheet in fourths. Oh, okay. Okay. So, where did you score them? Did you score them to get the flap and then ended up pushing the flap in anyway? Or did you not score for that flap because you knew it was going to cover your picture? There, Glennis, I unmuted you.
Okay, am I centered at all?
Hang on just a second. There we go. Yes, actually you are. Nope, other direction. Towards your right hand.
This is my cutter.
Oh, towards Kitty Cat.
Oh, hi, Connie Cat. Off you go. You want to come down this way?
Towards.
Like that?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good right there.
Okay. So it's 5.5 by 4.5. Is that what you got?
No, I didn't do it, but Margie did it. And she took an 8.5 by 11 and cut it into quarters. And so she used 3 sheets of 4.25 by 5.5. See, I can't see. So she's going to go get it and see the dimensions because I wondered where she scored. We could just take it and I was just going to take it and look at like the percentage and then convert that percentage to a smaller size. Then convert that percentage to a smaller.
Boop. There we go. You can do all the percentages you want.
I figured you'd let me do that part. And in a couple minutes, I need to go get my tater tots out of the air fryer. Oh, somebody's eating cherries.
Oh, yeah. Tom just brought me a bowl of fresh cherries.
Yum. Love fresh cherries. Utah has really good fresh cherry orchards. You look like you're on a cruise ship on the waves.
Oh, that's because the way the cord is hanging, it's against my leg. So.
Oh, it's just waving back and forth.
Am I waving too much?
It might stop when you settle in, but right now it is, yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can.
I'm looking up on the TV to see how it will look.
Yeah, I'm just going to move it, see if I can move the whole thing farther away from me. And I dropped it.
Oh, be careful. Okay, while you work on that, I'm going to go get my tater tots.
Yeah, you want to take it off me for now?
I will be right back. And I took you off so that nobody would get seasick.
Okay, good.
Since you dropped it.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to worry about it, so you take your time. I'll be right back.
Am I live as far as voice? Three-quarter and 1/8 of the flat fingers.
Okay, I'm back. Did you get it fixed?
Yep, I think so. You have to let me know.
Okay, give me a second here. Got my tater tots out of the air fryer.
Oh, those things are so good.
Oh, I love tater tots. I always take tater tots over French fries.
Yes, I prefer them.
Oh, yeah. No movement at all. Awesome.
Okay, so what? My tape over here.
Oh, so I was going to paint this. Are these sunflowers or daisies? What do you think?
I think daisies because they're so small.
They're all over this vase.
You're not doing the folio?
Well, I was going to paint it, and now I'm like, now I need to do a mini folio. Hi, Lucy.
So Margie said at 3/4 and 1" is where she scored.
Okay, the 4.5 by 4.25 by 5.5.
But
So
I can't remember how many. So all 3 pieces we scored like that, or just one?
No, 2 of them, and then the third one would be in half.
Oh, okay.
So you could use your 6x6 pads if you want to use them up, and keep the offcuts and use them for the decorating inside. Okay. Let's see here. I need some cardstock. I don't know what. Maybe I'll just use craft. I don't know what I'm going to decorate it with.
Okay. See, I remember any of this.
What are you doing tonight, Lucy? And what are you up to? Craft. Maybe I'll grab a black. Oh, there's a black and a purple. There's a couple of.
No, I'm using one-sided cardstock. Was that a mistake?
Yes, because this is your base, remember?
Yep.
That you're then going to decorate. So your base, you want to be solid, either black or craft or whatever color is going to go with whatever paper you decide to.
Yeah, I'll cover it up after I glue it together then.
Okay.
And I'll watch you see where I glue together.
you could use single-sided, and one side of it is going to have a white border, and the other side's going to have whatever your other border is. You know, whatever the paper is that you chose.
Well, I've got my 3 pieces here.
Okay. Well, this vase is going to go back to collect and dust again. Let's see. Oh, that one's already open.
Maybe I have to move this way.
Huh, I didn't know that. Let's see here.
My leg is so bad I can't watch what I'm doing and see anything.
Oh, really? Okay.
I can't see it in real time.
That's crazy.
I've got my 3 pieces here.
All right, hang on a second. I just need to decide what I'm going to use. Probably this black or craft. I grabbed these to see if I want to use one of these. These are crazy, though. I like both sides of these. It'd be cool on black. I'll do a cool metal one. That'll be neat. Okay, so that would be good on black. Let's see. That'd be cool on black. All right, I will cut black then, and then decide what I'm going to cover it with later. Okay, so I'm going to get I'm just going to use my small paper trimmer. Oh, sorry about the coughing, guys. I go for a while and don't cough at all. My throat doesn't bother me. And I think, oh, okay, the throat thing is gone. And then all of a sudden, there it is again. It's got a huge book from 1749. Nice. An Aldine Journal of American Art, 1876, and also a bound book of the Canadian Illustrated New 1881. Some Dorp. Wow. Sweet, Lucy. Was that like somebody's personal sale? Empty in the attic or something? Oh, Glennis, that's a horrible cough.
Oh, it's better than it was yesterday.
Really? Does it hurt? It sounds like it's very deep.
It hurts all the way down my chest.
Yeah, it feels like it's deep and hurts terribly.
Yep, it does.
You should probably get something for that. Hope you don't get bronchitis settling in your chest or pneumonia.
Just brought me a Neocitron, and those really help me. I really react.
Hate to have that settle in your chest, get pneumonia or bronchitis or something.
I would think if anything, I'd be bronchitis just because of how it feels.
Yeah. 8.5 by 11. I cut it out in half. 8.5 would be 4 1/4. Okay. For a minute, I thought I cut the wrong side. 5.5. 4 1/4. Okay. All right. And then, Margie, you scored them at what?
3/4 inch and 1 inch.
3/4 and 1 inch.
That's as far as I've got. So now I'm
okay. Okay. Can you see me real time, or you're watching it on YouTube and it's delayed?
I'm watching it on YouTube.
Okay. So let's see. Here's 3/4 inch. Wait a minute. You said 3/4 inch and 1 inch?
That's what she said.
Okay. Hang on.
It's Margie's fault if it's not right, not mine.
Yeah. It's got to be 3 scores there. 3/4 of an inch and 1 inch for the flap and the gusset. Okay. What about the other end? No, it's 4 1/4 inch tall. Okay. So I got that. 4 1/4 tall. Ooh, Lucy just got back from some Canada Day festivities. Nice. Okay, 3 inches wide, 4 1/4 tall. We'll do that. It's a yard sale. So yard sale. Oh, it was a yard sale. She picked up those things. Wow, that's awesome. Coffin not allowed. COFFIN. There's a fellow that's a collector and some of his buddies. He has a huge house and yard, so there was lots there. Oh man, only a block away. Oh, I'd be wanting to go down there all the time, Lucy. That's awesome. Okay, so Margie, 3/4 and 1 inch. That's for the flap. Then the other side. Hang on a minute. Let me think here. Okay, so we did it at 3. And
she hasn't come back yet.
And 1/4. So.
Oh, she says she doesn't know how to calculate the other score. Okay. So that means Marianne gets to do it.
Okay, that's all right. I totally understand. She probably just winged it and did it, where it was the right.
Well, that's kind of what I'm doing. Which
ends up being, right anyway. So, let's see, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, 4 1/2, 4 1/4. Okay, so we're going to score it at 4 1/2 and 4 1/4. That's the flap and the gusset. Okay, and then the first one, let me think about this a minute. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so the first one needs to be, I need a tater tot to think. One moment, please. Where did I put one? I put them all away. Okay, that's all right, because if that's the end, that leaves us what? That leaves us 4 1/2. So if we score, okay, that one's going to fold, right? We're gonna have 2 of these. Okay, just a second, Glynis, and I'll have the exact measurements for you.
No, they don't have to be exact because mine is not exact.
Well, I mean for the next one.
Okay.
If you want exact. Okay, so that one's going to go on there, and that's going to be the inside of that, and that one's going to go there, and that's going to be
my cutter.
That. Can't see. I've got a glare. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's a little bit better, I think.
I gotta try angling this different.
Okay, so that folds up and that. So, okay, so these are 5 1/2, right? Yeah. Okay, so when that folds in half, that is going to be 2 3/4. So if that is 2 3/4, that would be to there. That is 3/4. Okay. Does that leave me over there? That should be probably about 1 1/2. Let me try that. 9 and 9 1/2. Let's see, 9 1/2, 10, 2 1/2. The one was 3. It's slightly larger than that, so there's 1. So 1. I think that's going to be it. 1 1/2. Oh, that's so darn cute. Oops, I folded that the other way. Anyway, okay, that one and that one. I think that's going to work. Let me do this one to make sure. Okay, that one. So let me just take that off. And this one. Okay. That one goes right there. Okay, and if this one will be scored in half. That is 2 3/4.
I just folded it in half. Figured that would work.
Yep. It sure does. Okay. That. Oops. I'm trying to put it together without actually gluing it, just make sure it works. I think it does. It does! It's perfect! Cute! Oh, that is adorable. That is just adorable. All right, we're going to have to do that on a...
Okay, can you put it on you full, please?
Okay. Okay, so here's what we've got. I better write this down. I won't remember it. I won't remember it. That out of the way. All right, so we need 3 pieces that are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay.
Yep.
Got that? All right, the first 2, we're going to score the same. 1, okay, so 1 we're going to score at 1 1/2 inches.
Okay, that's that one.
At 4 1/2 and 4 3/4. 4 1/2.
Oh, so you're doing it from the other end.
And 4 3/4.
So
well, once it's scored, you could actually turn it upside down and do the exact same thing, but have it open on the left if you want.
Are you saying these 2 flaps are the same side? I thought one was smaller.
No, they are not. They are not the same size.
Yeah, because one is smaller, right?
Yep. Okay, so we scored it at 1 1/2 inch, 4 1/2 inch, and then 4 3/4 inch. And then the second one, exactly the same. 1 1/2 inch, 4 1/2 inch, and 4 3/4 inch. And then the third one, we scored at 2 3/4 inch.
That's the 1 1/2. Okay.
2 3/4 inch. Okay, so they're all 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 to start. Well, to start, they stay that way too. And you know what?
3 inches.
Margie, some of the ones that I did with variations, I just took a 4th piece. You could take this 4th piece and score it down the middle as well. Score it at 2 3/4. Because there's going to be plenty of room to add, and that gives us a whole nother. I've got it here. Like the Botanica one that I did. Or, yeah, the Atelier des Arts one that kept pulling out. Take your 4 sheet, and we can use one 8 1/2 by 11 and make an entire folio that ends up being 2 3/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. Uh-oh, Margie, did you get the bot? Now, why is it even allowing that? I have those words as not allowed. I have those words as not allowed on the channel. Why is it letting it through? We haven't seen any of that for a long time.
Okay, now I have to watch how you put them together. And I've made an extra one that's
okay. So I'm going to move my scoreboard for a minute. So I have 2 that are scored 3 times, and I have 2 that are scored twice, or 2 that are scored once, just right down the middle, right?
Yep.
Okay. Glue. I need glue. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Did you already fold them? So you
Yep.
see where the folds are? Okay, so I'm going to start with the two that are scored 3 times,
Okay.
side by side. Black is probably not the easiest to see, but I did put an extra light over here. I know you can see the reflection of it, but it does help illuminate these folds so that you can tell where they are folded. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is take the one on the right. This is going to be a pocket, so I'm not going to glue that down yet, but we're going to glue that to the tiny flap of the one on the left. Does that make sense?
So they're not going to match. There's going to be a gap.
No, there is I'm going to pretend that this one's already glued down, and I'm going to bring it up here and glue it onto the small flap, but I'm going to stay just in front of the first score mark so that it'll bend on the first one. I still have both of them to be that side spine, that gusset. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to take the one on the bottom, and I've got the small end that has 2 score marks.
The small end, yeah.
Yep, okay. And my scores my folds are all facing up. And I'm going to put glue just in the last section. Hopefully nobody watches this, and we'll do this for a live because this is super cute. Really, nobody watch.
So you're putting it on the inside of that.
I'm putting on the inside. Maybe I am. I can get my glue unstopped. Okay, so I'm putting it on the inside, and I'm not going into that gusset. So the 2 folds and that little 1/4 inch between them get no glue at all.
So you're doing the inside of both of them?
No, just this one.
Just the one. Okay.
And don't glue it down yet. I'm still stuck here something. I might have to grab the other one because I'm squeezing it. All of a sudden it's just going to come flying out. I know it is. Okay. So see the gusset?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making sure there's no glue in the gusset. I only put glue. Yeah. It's already drying up because it's just such a little tiny bit. Figure out, I got some kind of goober down in there. Okay, so now I'm going to take the one on the right that looks exactly the same. I'm going to fold the wide end in and fold it in. Let's see, there we are. I'm trying to get that into the light so that you can see the.
Yep.
Okay, and now I'm going to set this on top of my glue with the fold going up to the very first score mark so that when I push it down, I have to look without a glare there.
Got it.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
So when I push it down, I can still see both score marks here. I still have that big gusset. Gonna need that. And then this one is a flap now. That's the one I held down. But see, now we've got a nice gusset right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, got that?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so that goes down. Okay, then we'll go to the end, the left end, which was the other large flap. And that one will glue down. So we only need to glue the across the top and across the bottom.
That's a pocket?
Yep, that's a pocket. Oh, I forgot you weren't here when we did the...
Well, I have watched it afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
But I only watched it once. I should have watched it more.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's exactly the same, just bigger. So, and I mean, I've done so many now. It's only watching it once. I totally understand forgetting it. Okay, so there's a pocket.
Okay.
And then we're going to take one of these that's folded in half.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to put that underneath this little flap here. And we'll glue that flap down just like the one we just did and make a pocket on this piece.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, on this one, I'll do the glue across the top, across the bottom, but I also do a little bead down that side to give it a little more hold. So things can't slide underneath it, because literally those two little pieces of glue would be all that would be holding this whole section in. Okay. All right, so now we've got a pocket there. Let me give that a chance to dry. I'm going to grab one of these others that's right behind me, because I want to show you a couple options. Yeah, I barely got to show them these the other night. They were kicking me out, telling me, go to bed.
Yeah, well, you sounded and looked terrible.
Oh, I sounded yeah, I know. But geez,
Hi,
I missed
Laura.
everybody. Hi, Laura. Hi, Sylvia.
Well, we're kind of measuring. Margie and
Marianne measured.
And I'm kind of.
We just Margie took this folio and made it in teeny tiny. So she told me the size of paper she used, and I just did the measuring and figured out how to make it in the teeny tiny. So that's what we're doing. We'll probably do it.
I find it more useful being this size.
Really?
If I put it in pockets and tucks.
Oh, yeah. But this makes like a whole kind of book like on its own. So check this one out. This is Atelier des Arts. So there's that first pocket that we just glued down. Right?
The first pocket. You mean, okay, you're turning
on the left. We just glued down the one on the end on the left. Yep. That's this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And then this one, slightly different. Here's the second pocket right there, because I did it slightly different, because I added not one that's done in half. Well, there's a pocket right there, but I added two of those that's done in half. So this one unfolds all the way out and all the way out that side as well.
So where do I add the second one then?
So hang on a second.
Okay.
Okay, and you still need that gusset. The more that you put inside it, the more the gusset you need. So this one is different, because this one I did, there's that first pocket. And then here's what we just did. We put this one that folds in half in, and we made a pocket out of that, right? So far, this is exactly like the little one we just put together.
Yep.
But then I took that fourth piece of paper on this one and made another one on the other side. So this one actually has, it opens up like a T. So that's what the basic one is. But then if you flip it over, you've got another on the other side and pockets on all of those. Yeah, and then I made the belly band to fit and put this little guy in there.
I should have put a thumbnail in my pocket. That would have helped me.
Oh, and you can.
Yeah, but it doesn't want to fit in there now.
So yeah, especially when they're tiny, they might be harder. But yeah, we could think about that. So you can actually put this in a variety of different ways. So what we've got right now is the first pocket on the left, the second pocket, this flap, and then these three sides down here. So we could take this one and this is exactly how I go about it. I'm like, I could take this one and I could put something on it to attach it. Let's see. I could just glue it right down there, but I could also, if I don't want to just glue it right down, I want it to come up. I put something on it to make a hinge right there and have it come up. So they're like two separate pages that do the exact same thing. Or I could take this one and I could glue it inside this one and make this one longer. I could even cut that in half and make it a pocket on that side. Or I could cut it at 3/4 and let it be a deeper pocket on that side. or leave it be full sheet and put pockets across the bottom. And then it would fold up like that. When I open it, it would open up that and that, and it would open up that. Or what else could I do with that?
Well, I have a lot of white space because of my one-sided paper, so I'm going to put it on.
I was just going to say, then put white against white if you want to cover that up.
I'm going to, and I'm going to make it a large pocket.
Okay. I could have, before I glued this down, I could have put the second one underneath there as well. Let me think here a minute, though. Because maybe...
I don't want to do it before I cut it.
Right.
Whatever I mean in English.
I am thinking of something completely different than what I did on the last one even. I could even sew that in right there and have that turn like pages. Actually, that could be a mini book. Coffee dyed paper in there. And that could go actually be sewn in. Have all the pockets and then sew that in as a mini book that's right in the middle of it. Interesting. Oh no, we're measuring again. No, glue on 3 sides for bigger pocket. Yep. So here's my conundrum. Where do you write? Is this for photos, referring to the big one? Okay.
Oh, no, this is just the background.
Well, no, I was just talking even about the big one. So, Sylvia. So the person who this idea came from, they make these as photo folios. I don't put photos in them. Although, I don't know, I may challenge myself to try to do that. And that's why I have lots of pockets, and there's tuck spots, and there's like, here's pocket down here, and here's a pocket here, so things could be stuck into them, and here's a pocket here. And these are actually, this one has 2 pockets, one here and one here. And these are actually quite large pockets so that I could make or put larger pieces of paper, like coffee dyed paper, folded in whatever, shape or style, or even 2 or 3 together, and put them in there for all the writing space. Because I don't do, this would have been cute if these would open, or tuck behind them like drawers. I don't do the photo folios, but I do like the idea of like this being, making one that's like a travel journal for a specific trip. And so if I have all these pockets to tuck things in and put extra paper in there to make notes, there's a little envelope that's got some writing space in that. And so there's a lot of pockets here, and all these postcards that I put in are blank on the back to write. For me, that's writing space because I'm not going to do photos. But I could also put a piece of coffee dyed paper here if I wanted to, or if I used a black marker, it would write on that. All the tags that I put in are all writable on the back. I thought there was another one there. Maybe it's on the back. I didn't want to put anything on that because I just thought that was pretty. But there's no reason you couldn't even just put a strip or a belly band off to the side that things could go in. But I put lots of large postcards for writing space. And I will cut up another page or 2 of things that have good writing space on the back because it's not nearly enough writing space. And then this guy on the back, I was going to tuck it on the inside, but when it ended up being, this is what I did with a 4th piece of paper that I actually scored too many and the wrong way. So I just turned it into this. I could write on that, but my idea with this was these are all writable on the back. And there's one more bookmark that's writable, and more could be tucked into that. I was going to put it on the inside, but it ended up thick enough that I just made this custom belly band. I just made it to shape for this and decorated it, gave it a little bit of strength, and it stays right there. So it's perfect to slide into there. Okay, so here's tags in this one that are all writable, and one bookmark, but certainly more can go in there, all writable. I made that one a little bit tight. And then I put one back here, but I thought I could make multiples of these, even larger size, to go on the inside. And this one, I literally just picked up all the scraps of coffee dyed paper on my desk and made it with those scraps. So that's why I just did a teeny tiny one, because it was just the scraps that were sitting here. So, but there's some writing space there. But so I could actually put 2 of those in that pocket there. But I could make bigger little tiny journals, larger little tiny journals. I could make a tall, thin one that would go into there. Oh, Glennis, you sound horrible. I'm so sorry. And see, I could make not super thick, but thinner, small writing journals that can go into all of these. And my thought was just to take even like coffee dyed paper and fold it in halves or in quarters or whatever, and stick them in here too. But I would have these pages for writing. And when after I've written on them, I could fold them up and put them in there, or I could bind them together, or, you know, however I wanted to do that. So let's see, where did I put the, oh, this one I didn't. I did. This is one I put on the other side. Okay, so that one I did the 2 back to back. So this one, I took that extra page and glued it right here. This is when we made a pocket. I took it and just glued those 2 together right there. So this kind of forms a T on the top, and it gives that center extra stability. And so it flips and it flips and it goes over there. It'll go both ways. I'll just turn it around. It's already folded that way. So that is actually exactly like this one, except the belly band on the back, which can be added. No big deal. And then the Atelier des Arts is the one that more unfolds as you go out. So let's see. We need to decide. Always fighting between not covering nice images but allowing writing space, which is why I do a lot of flip outs. I agree, Laura. I agree. And I'm getting to where when it's really pretty paper like that and I don't want to cover it, I am perfectly happy taking a piece of coffee dyed paper and folding it into quarters and tucking it in a pocket, because then I've got great writing space. I can take it out, write it on it, and put it right back in. And I'm not covering up any of the images that I really like to see. Because to me, looking at those images, that's like a piece of art in its own. And I really don't want to cover them. But I do want the writing space. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And I'm going to have another tater tot. And you guys like tater tots? I know Glennis does.
Oh, yeah.
I love tater tots. But yeah, a lot of people use these type of things as photo folios. And you can just change anything you want to make it, like Margie said, change anything you want to make it the way it'll work for you. Yeah, the mini ones are just for fun. I love the mini ones. I've got so many scraps. I'm looking at all, as I look at all the scraps, I think of all the little mini things that I can make. Now I'm making all these little teeny tiny books. See, a bunch of these could be stuck into any of these in those pockets. And there's actually quite a bit of writing space on this. Let me think how many. That's at least one. I can't remember if I used more than one. That might be one 8.5 by 11 piece of coffee dyed paper cut, torn. I just tore them into, so it's, so, you know, both sides of an 8.5 by 11. So if each one of these has one in it, there's one whole paper, 2 whole papers, 3 whole papers. So you can, yeah, I need to glue those down. Just do that right now. Plain tots. I like them with fry sauce. I like them with ketchup and mustard. I'll eat them plain. That's how much I like tater tots. I want to learn to sketch more in my book, Sylvia. I've always wanted to, and it's not been something that's come natural for me. Butter chicken and garlic naan. Oh, 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 that's an awesome Indian meal. Butter chicken and garlic naan. I don't know, though. I'd probably choose chicken tikka masala first, Laura, over the butter chicken, although butter chicken is awesome. But I love garlic naan. We are huge fans of Indian food. Why do parents get fussy about plain tot? Oh, eating plain tots. Would they rather we dip them in fry sauce? Oh, man. Spouse does not go for it. It's the first time we've had it. Really? Does he like any Indian food? Just not the butter chicken? Or he's not a fan of the Indian food at all? That one needs papers. Well, that's too bad. Indian food is pretty awesome. So you just have to, surprise him and go places. And, so sorry, I'll have to eat yours too. I didn't mean to take you to Indian. I totally forgot that you didn't like it. Well, just, I'm sure they got a bowl of plain rice or something. Plain naan. That's cool. Fusion plates. That's even better. You're both picky eaters, but you don't pick in the same direction. Is that right? So fusion places are great as long as one of you likes each kind.
I'm glad she said she was picky and it wasn't me.
Would you not classify her as picky?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Has she always been picky since she was a kid?
She's not so bad now, but when she was younger, her food couldn't touch.
Oh, really? On the plate, the different things?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like that contaminated them, or did that get one flavor onto the other and she didn't want to mix the flavors?
I think she didn't like the textures mixing.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's funny. You know what? Another thing we could have done before we glued that down. I'm going to think of a different way to put this in than I've already done, but no, that's not gonna. Okay, that's a pocket. Ooh, I have an idea. I need another little piece of black paper, though, or maybe not. Maybe I have to cut this down so it'll actually close over it, which would give me my... I'm kind of wishing I hadn't scored that yet. Okay, so... Oh, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I leave it attached. Ha! Don't ask me to do it again. When I do these things, I play with it and figure out, a new way to attach it and turn it. But I don't know where I did it or how I did it, or I should write them down. But every time it's different. So if this works, I'm not sure I could do it again. Okay, so those need to be the same score, and it needs to be able to... All right, so it doesn't need to be a big... half inch to it. Yeah, I think a half inch should do it. Do you think a half an inch on this is big enough for a side tuck, a side pocket? Or is that too shallow? Does it need to be 3/4?
I would make it 3/4 myself.
Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. So let's go 3/4 here. And 3/4 here. Laura ate all the chicken, so now she's eating the rice. You don't like them together. Often eat one thing. You know what? I sometimes do that. I guess it depends on what it is I'm eating. Like chicken tikka masala, I want the masala sauce all over my rice. I don't want dry rice. I want it smothered in masala sauce. Okay, so one needs to fold this way. And one needs to fold that way. There we go. Just like that. That'll work. Okay, so now I am going to...
That's a neat idea, Sylvia.
Let's see. Fearless Leader Sisters, each month has a color that you either choose or online research. Take your favorite shape, draw it, doodle it, designate 1 to 2 pages to use the colors or favorite shape. Oh, that's a great way to start sketching. Thank you. See, I knew a sketcher would have some tips on how to do that. So I need to maybe take an altered book that I've started and turn that into a... No, I probably should do it with writing, like sketch paper, right? Or watercolor paper, or both. Hence why you're making your own journal, right, Sylvia, that has all those pages in it. Hi, honey.
Hi, Doug.
I don't know if you can hear Glennis, but she said hi.
No, I didn't, but hello, Glennis.
Glennis.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, he's got his mouth full now.
Yeah.
He likes tater tots too, and fries.
What
Sylvia,
the heck?
What? Speak to Lucy. She's the chef.
Lucy?
Laura says hi. Don't fuss with your paper. Just start. Do you mean right now, Sylvia, or you mean when sketching? Okay, so I think I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach it right here. I can attach 3 sides. If I attach 3 sides, I will have a pocket here and a pocket here. And a whole nother flap here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think. I love more pockets and more flips and more flaps. So I can't believe it's been an hour. We haven't even been on here an hour.
No, wait. No,
Yes,
wait.
Yeah, but so we sketch on our hands or feet. You can stand on your hands, sketch with your feet, stand on your feet, sketch with your hands. Either way, Margie. I know what you meant. We're sketching on our hands. That's fun too. At least there's lines to follow.
Oh, dear.
Wrinkles for me. There's wrinkles to follow. Makes sketching a little easier. Or on the cat. Oh, that's funny. The cat comes out with marker all over it.
Better than my Connie, who we saw earlier, who usually gets
Yeah.
glue all over her.
Oh, yeah, marker's probably better than glue.
She insists on walking through my projects.
Oh, but she's cute. Leah sketched on her hands before, trying to catch a moment. Yes. Especially if you're somewhere you see something inspiring, huh, Sylvia? Where do you sketch it? Your hand is the only place.
Oh, your husband's t-shirt.
That's true. Turn around, bend over, honey. I mean, give me your back flat as a table. And that magic marker. Sharpie. Okay.
Because I am not measuring precisely, my second layer of squares do not have the same amount around each side, but I can live with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you get that close without having measured, but now that I've measured, you don't have to. The next one you can just cut to size.
No, I mean the next. I'm doing the next layer up.
Oh, the paper's on top. I
Yeah.
see. All right. Well, if you measure the bottom precisely, then all you have to do is take off a 1/4 of an inch.
It's kind of precise.
Yeah. Because that gives me 1/8 of an inch all the way around.
Except for the one that's 1/4 inch all the way around. But one piece of paper I've cut 3 different times, so I'm running out of paper.
Yeah. Like I've cut this so many times trying to get it right, and I have nothing left to cut. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I did. Okay, open it. We have the first pocket there. I gotta cover it now so I can actually see it. This one flips open. This one flips open. Got a side tuck there. Then it flips that direction. So solid panels. So each solid panel can have a pocket. There's 2 pockets here. One there, and this can go in here, and that can go in there, or that can go inside of that. And there we go. All right, I'm gonna get to work and cover it. See if I can cover it quickly before we have to go. Doug teaches a class. Somebody in the class had COVID, which worked out just fine because he got exposed to COVID by me. Yeah, he's positive too, so it doesn't matter. But so they took the class to home on Zoom instead of meeting at the college. Okay, what paper am I going to do? Oh, I was going to do one of these. Ooh, I was going to do one of these. Either some of these metals. That would make a cool one, wouldn't it? Some of these metals. That would make a cool.
Oh, I like the black one there.
I one.
That one.
All these gray. These are like metallic.
Oh.
Metallic pages. Yeah, metallic textures is what it is. It has a little bit of
gorgeous book.
Rust with the metallic. I think we may be getting some craft consortium in the shop as I get this built.
Or you can just throw one in my 1,000 sub box.
I don't have any. I bought one of each of these because I wanted to see how much I like them. Oh. I love them, so I think I'm as I get the shop built, I think I'm going to get craft consortium because I think everybody will like them.
Yeah, I think they're gorgeous.
They really are.
Yeah, Margie thinks it will look great too.
Okay, I'm just looking to see if there's any other. So there's the 2 options. This one with the metallic textures. Oh. And those silvers would be really great. Maybe one of those. Or this one, which is ink drops. This one's called Ocean. And it's got some dark black kind of stuff in. The backs of some of them are better than the fronts for this. But like, look at that. Wouldn't that be pretty? All the shades of blue and the dark.
I like the first one better. The first one is gorgeous.
The first one in this
the first book.
The first book. Okay, the metallic textures.
Yeah.
Or the metal textures, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, see, that'd be pretty too. Let's see what the back of it. Let's see what the back of the book brings. I like all of these, all the pages. Not this one, not so much. It doesn't have enough. I don't want the green. I like the shades of blue with the black. So those little bottles, remember, of the gold and silver that was the pour. They're called color pour, and they're gold and silver. I said you take them out with a brush, and this is what you do with them. When you have something like this, you could take some of this out with a brush, and you could add this type of thing into your paper. So maybe the paper's like this, and you want just a little bit more of the gold, or maybe some of it like doesn't even have any gold on it, or silver, and you want to add some silver in there. You can just take a fine tip brush and brush some right in and turn regular paper into like these that they've already done it. And it spreads. It lasts forever. I've had these 2 bottles open for probably close to 2 years. And I've used it on all kinds of other things, on plastics, on metals, on paper, lots of things, on buttons. It just lasts forever. Okay. I like the idea of the metallic one. That's kind of masculine too. Maybe I'll make something for Doug. Okay. That is kind of cool. I guess first I need to decide what I'm going to pull out one of each page that I think would be really great. Of course, the back of it is a whole nother page. So I kind of need 2 of each. Oops. There's not that many different ones. I thought there was. Okay, so there's that one and that one. And there's that one. And that one. That one. And that one. Oh, I really love that. Look at that one, Glennis.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's
They
great.
remind me of the
I don't think I want to use it.
pack.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I want to use it on that, but I love it.
Yeah, I love the grunge paper pack.
Yeah.
That's what that's making me think
This
of.
actually might look really cool with it. Same one. That would.
Laura likes the idea of you getting Craft Consortium because right now she buys them from Simon Says and they charge extra for Canada.
Oh, and they're probably like, how much do you pay for a 12 by 12 from Simon? Do you remember, Laura? Ooh, that's cool right there. So all of these came in a 12 by 12 and a 6 by 6. And I love them. I got a 12 by 12. I got a 6 by 6. And then I thought, I got to start carrying these. I just bought them, from another shop. And so I paid retail for them. She did send you one of the 6 by 6 patinas once,
Well, she says that, but
You probably hoarded it because you didn't want to use it because it's so beautiful. And now you've forgotten that you even had it because you hid it away.
My silly daughter sends me so much stuff that some of it's not totally unpacked yet.
Oh, that's funny.
I look through it all, but it doesn't all
Yeah.
wait.
But you haven't even had a chance to get all of your new shelves up, so.
No. I still need 2 more. They're downstairs still.
Yeah. All right. So I'm thinking, oh, darn, that one's pretty too. I would go with that one. $8.99 for a 6 by 6 and $24.99 for a 12 by 12. Is that shipped to Canada, or is that their price and then shipping's on top of that? If that's the regular price, whether it's US or Canada, and then shipping on top of that, wow is right. I will definitely get it. Laura will save enough to pay for the shipping.
Regular shipping's on top.
Wow. All right, Laura, just hang tight. Just give me time to get this website going. It's been a little slow because of COVID. But yeah, just give me a chance to get this completed, and I will definitely get that. That's killer price. I mean,
and if it's all as nice as that paper you just showed,
killer in a bad way.
gotta be
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah, imagine it in a 12 by 12.
Oh man.
Here's the patina one, which is probably the one Laura sent you. I love that one. I love the patina.
That does look real familiar.
It is so beautiful. Here's the metal textures, the one I'm using right now, but in 12 by 12. Oh, yeah. Laura, just hang tight. Give me I'm really trying to get this done quickly, but, brain doesn't always think clearly with COVID. Trying not to overdo it.
Hi, Julie.
But still keep doing it. Hi, Julie. I love those papers too, Lucy. They are so, so pretty. All right. So the first thing I need to do is choose what I'm going to use as the cover. What do I want to use as the cover? Okay. Homemade chicken and vegetable soup. Oh, yum. That's my favorite. Even when I'm not sick, I love homemade chicken soup.
But it's best when you're not feeling well. That's just the most.
Oh, absolutely. When I'm not feeling well, I love a good hot bowl of pho.
I think I prefer the homemade soup first.
Yeah. Well, it is homemade. It's just Vietnamese homemade chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
But I love, whether it's American chicken noodle soup or traditional, I don't know what you call it, or whether it's Vietnamese chicken noodle soup. I love it when I'm not feeling well. Oh, man. Now I can't decide which one to use for the cover.
You close your eyes and go eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
There are so many options. Oh, I did pull 2 of those. Okay. Those are different. Okay. Love the broth and wonton soup. Yum. Sometimes you don't even eat the wontons, just that broth. Yep.
Yeah, wonton soup. I love just plain wonton soup without the wonton.
Laura, are you asking about the Craft Consortium? If I sell them? No, those are the ones I ordered. I just ordered a 12 by 12 and a 6 by 6 retail price from somebody because I wanted to look at them closer. And now that I've seen them, yeah, I'm going to get them. I'm gonna get them and put them in the shop. So I really need to get the website built, and then I'll place a large order with all these new things because I don't have anywhere to put them yet. But yeah, I'll get them before September. If I don't feel good, I have no one to make anything homemade for me, so I usually just don't eat till I feel better. Oh, Margie. Oh my goodness. We'll have to call, well, yeah, it won't be homemade, but we can always have a restaurant deliver to Margie when she's not feeling well. Oh, this is horrible. I just can't decide what one to put on the front.
I would deliver, but I don't cook.
Glynis is like, I'll be your delivery person. I just won't cook it.
Yeah.
I just won't cook it to deliver it. You cook, I'll deliver.
That's what the hubby's for.
Ours is like, I cook, he delivers. Okay, that is kind of a cool front. Okay. All right, so let's get some quick measurements because I'm running out of time. That is 3. It is 3. So that front panel needs to be 2 3/4, which means this will be 2 3/4. Nope. Well, the inside one is smaller. This will be 2 3/4. Yep. So 2 3/4. 1, 2, 3. I need 3 that are 2 3/4 by, what's our height again? 4 1/4. 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So I need 3 panels. That'll be the front cover, the back cover, and the inside back cover. All right. And then there will be 1, 2, 3 that are 2 1/2. 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. Okay. And then there will be 1, 2, 3 that are 1 3/4. Yep, 1 3/4 by 4 1/4, not 4 1/2. 1 3/4.
You're determined to go 4 1/2 on that.
I know. I keep saying 4 1/2, and it's only 4 1/4. I don't know what my problem with the half is. What did I say? Did I say 3 on that one? Or 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we take the scraps and fill in all the pockets and the tops of the pockets and all of that. All right. So let's get to it. 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. I said it again, 4 1/2. It's 4 1/4.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, jeez. I didn't either until I heard Margie yelling in my ear. 4 1/4. All right, so there's our front cover.
Well, she's got to do Candy's job for us tonight.
Wait a minute. I messed up. It's 4 1/4 high, which means that it needs to be 4. We need to cut it to 4. We don't even need that quarter. I need to take off that 1/4 of an inch. So I can skip the 1/4 and the half. It's 4 by 2 3/4. So just messed up the first piece. 4 by 2 3/4. All right, that should fit the front cover. 4 by 2 3/4. All right, that works. All right, so I need 2 more. Ooh, that's pretty over there too. That is really pretty over there. I need 2 more that are 4 by 2 3/4. I need to save all those off. Oh, wow. That is pretty.
Okay, if you want to put it on me, I'll show you what I've done.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize it wasn't on both. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's
Here,
okay.
there you go.
I didn't mind.
No, I did. I didn't even notice.
Okay, so where are we?
All right. Oh, cute.
So there's my first, and it flips open,
Okay.
and then it flips open, and I've got a pocket and a pocket and a pocket.
Cute.
And let's see, this flips open,
Mm-hmm.
other pocket,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is the back cover.
Cool.
So that's what I've done so far.
So because of the way you scored it, you had it opening with the flap opening to the left.
What did the flap goes? Yeah, because I was confused.
Because you scored when she said scored at 1 3/4 and 1, you did that first, and that was on the left side, right? Therefore, your flap is on the left side.
Okay.
So, and so here's the thing, though. Until you put the pockets in, if they're upside down or are going to be straight up and down, it can go either way. Like,
yeah, well, I've got the pockets in.
Yeah, so the flap is on the right. I could flip it upside down. The flap's on the left. You literally could do it either way. As long as all my pockets are on the side, I still could do this either way. Once I start putting in pockets here on the bottom, then it needs to go this direction. But until those pockets are on the bottom, even with these side things, you could choose to go either direction.
Well, I don't mind it. I don't mind it the way it is.
No, I like it opening to the left. It's kind of like a book. You open that, and then you're turning your pages to the right. I like it both ways.
So that's what I'm going to do more decorating on it, but that's what I've got so far.
I like it.
Start doing.
And I think that the white back looks nice because it gives like where the pockets are layered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives you 2 different looks on the front and the inside, the outside and the inside. But there was somewhere you had the pocket layered, and I saw the red, and then I saw the white, and then I saw the red again.
Well, that's here. Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, I like that. That white makes a nice contrast.
Except the white really shows off how unstraight the one line is.
Oh, I didn't notice how unstraight it was. I just noticed the nice contrast of the change of colors.
Mine always looks homemade. Mine never looks professional.
Well, I'm okay with that. Mine do too, and I think they're supposed to look. I want them to look handmade. You know, I want them to look good, but I want them to look handmade, not like they came off a machine.
I just noticed that when I move the camera around, I have it upside down. So really,
No. Oh, what?
What I showed you was upside down.
Really?
Yeah, so it should be like that.
Oh.
So
yeah,
the closure's
okay,
on this
so
side.
Your opening is on the right side.
And then we open it.
Okay. That's funny.
And then we open it again.
Okay.
Open it.
Yeah.
Close that and open that.
That's interesting. I said it before, but I said it, I know, discombobulated. It didn't make any sense when I said, you know, if you just flip it upside down, you can have it open the other direction. But it didn't make any sense then. But that's exactly what I meant, was you can choose. And if it's easier for left-handed or right-handed to go one direction or the other.
My camera is upside down is what I meant.
That's funny. I did not know that.
Yeah. So the pockets, the triangle pockets would have looked really weird.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well, you know,
Margie.
I'm getting them in StreamYard, but Margie's probably already got them in YouTube. I think she already got them in YouTube. Hi, Bonnie. I know. What the heck? We haven't had any of these in a very long time. And what's really bugging me is that I have most of these words put into YouTube as block. So if those words even show up, if somebody tries to type it in chat, it should just completely block them. So I don't understand why it's even letting those on. That doesn't make any sense at all. I go in every now and then just to make sure that my word list is still there and add anything if it needs to be added. Two. By 4. Okay, let's try. 4 by 2 3/4. Oops. These are really cool looking. Okay, I need one more that's 4 3/4. Actually, I'll go ahead and put these on the front and the back. I was originally going to do that side, but I'm thinking that I might just do this side because I really like it a lot.
The only thing I didn't do is I didn't put a belly band in. I kind of didn't get around to it.
Yeah, and I only put a belly band on the back of this one, and then I put one in, I think that's the only other places I put one inside of that one. But those, yeah, were ones I was taking all my offcuts and whatever's left of the craft and just seeing how much I could add. Where can I add another flip or pull out or something?
Yeah, for me, I don't have very many, but I think for what I want to use it for, to put in a pocket,
I think there's a lot for the size.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want it any thicker than this.
Yeah, the smaller you get, the less you really can have. And you've got as many in there as I have on one of these full size ones, and it's tiny. So yeah, there's actually a lot. Because once you start putting tags and tickets and paper and whatever in there, it's going to be totally packed.
Well, I've got something, either a card or a tag or something in each pocket right now.
Already? Okay. But
I have it. I mean, until I decorate those, I don't know.
Right.
If I'm going to leave them in there. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet with these, the big blind spaces. If I'm going to.
Yeah. A lot of those, I just did a pocket across the bottom with one of my scraps. Turn it over to the other side, or use the same, like, well,
that'd be a good spot.
That'd be a good belly band right there.
Yeah, right there. Okay.
That's true.
One guy back.
Oh, it's so little, and there's so many little moving parts and pieces that keep flopping everywhere. It's not wanting to hold still. But, yep. Okay. Everyone's been getting them. We haven't gotten them in quite a while.
No.
I'd actually forgotten about him because we haven't had him in a while. Been quite nice.
Because we haven't had any sales in a while.
Oh, is that why? We haven't. You know what? We haven't. We haven't. I'm sorry. I'm slacking. Well, I'm not slacking. I'm trying. Yeah. I didn't mean to get sick. I didn't mean to get sick. But honestly, instead of being sick, it would have been nice to have that downtime from the sales just to get the website completely going and get the subscription box ready to go, up and running. I'm so excited about that.
Okay, so what do I want? Yeah, the subscription box. I'm hoping it will be feasible to ship to Canada.
Me too. And if it, I'm really looking at what's going to go in there because I want to keep shipping low. And of course, it's going to be something different every single month. But they're not going to be giant, bulky things. I mean, it could be a 12 by 12 paper pack, like, one of these kind of things, but not typically. It won't typically be something you could just go buy. Although I'm sure you could just go buy everything somewhere, you know what I mean? But I'm going to try to get things that like we haven't had or we don't see regularly or very often, or maybe they're expensive so we don't get them, but I can, if I buy it in bulk and I'm getting a couple hundred, I can get a better deal, things like that. I've been talking to some companies already, and I ordered a few things as samples to take a look at them and, kind of get a feel for them before I order a couple hundred. And so I got some of those in already, and that's why I start to get excited about it. Darn it, I just did not mean to cut that. Look at that. Shoot. How can I fix that?
There. Now I have to decorate these bits.
Okay.
I can't believe it took me this whole time to do just one folder.
I know.
Wow.
Well, we had to figure it out too. Now that it's figured out and written down, I could whip them out. That's what happened with these big ones. Made the first one and I went, oh, this is fun. I just started whipping them out. Okay, so that's the cover. And then we've got the inside.
Yeah, Margie is suggesting pirate shipping, and I have people send me stuff from pirate shipping.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I'm working on some different platforms that will integrate with each other. I've really been researching this deep dove into this one for sure. To get even deeper discounts on shipping, hopefully. Okay, that will be our one more of that 4 by 2 3/4.
So I've used 1 12 by 12 and 3, 4 6 by 6.
Oh, nice.
Well, there's a lot of 6 by 6 of the cover left.
Mm-hmm.
But of the other,
can you take those and make tags or things?
Well, they don't really go with the other color inside.
Right.
But all I have left is this one little strip here. Otherwise,
wow,
used up. That's
cool. You don't have any more of the flowered?
This one?
Yeah.
No, not this one.
Oh wait, what's that branding strip right there? Nope. That one. Is that from? Nope.
That's from this other one that I was going to do that I haven't done yet.
I was wondering if one of those branding strips would go down the middle of your belly band.
Oh, this one would.
And then put it, yeah, down that one and the one on the left. So you have the same center down the belly band.
That would work good. Yes.
Add a little color there. Okay, this one here. One second. I would have my gel plate and creating a bigger pile of gel prints. Yeah, Julie, I thought about pulling out my gel plate because I have a whole pile of gel prints that really need more. They're not ready to go. They have only one layer or whatever. They need more layers, more playing with them. But I would want to do that on the mixed media table, and I have a bunch of paper over there that I was sorting, so I didn't want to clean it off. I was gonna paint a vase that that Sylvia would have liked that. Sylvia, let me ask you, because I don't know. Ask Margie and Glennis at the beginning. Is Sylvia still here? Hopefully. I'll wait and see if Sylvia is still here. I know, Laura. So much paint. Okay, Sylvia. Is this daisies or sunflowers? Hang on a second here.
Put it back on you.
Are these daisies or sunflowers? Because I have this vase. It collects dust. Then I wash it off because I want to paint it. And then I don't ever get around to it. And then it gets dusty. Then I go wash it off again. I washed it off and brought it in here tonight. Okay, Bonnie says daisies. I brought it in here tonight and thought I can just pull out 2 or 3 little things of paint and a couple paintbrushes, and I can sit here and do that. And that's actually when I thought, well, then why not go live and just hang out with people and talk if I'm just going to sit and do that?
What it says to me, though, is mousse.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I would go for mousse on that.
I wouldn't get as accurate like on the points. And this right here is a divot. I originally thought it was a little bump out, but it's a divot.
But you can still use a brush.
Yeah, I could. That's true. I could use a brush with mousse. A mousse would break the jar, Glynis.
Oh, no.
What about alcohol inks and let them collect in all the little dips? Oh, gosh, Laura, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. They're flowers. Paint them blue. Okay, so would you paint them all the same color? Nah. Would you paint them different colors? So they're like, it's like a never ending bouquet of different colors.
I would pick like 2 or 3 colors that are related, like pink, purple, and lavender.
Yeah. Because in my mind, I was seeing white and yellow daisies, but then I was seeing yellow sunflower type. Well, there is a sunflower that looks like a daisy, but it's, like wild sunflowers, yellow with the brown centers. Regular paint to do fabric gel printing. Or you can mix the paint with fabric medium. No need for special fabric paint, which is more limited in colors. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about the patinas. I'm not going to finish this, am I? I'm not going to finish it because now my brain is off on all these other things. and it's 10 to 9. And I intended to get done when Doug was done teaching. But now look what you did to me, Laura. Your fault.
I'm always saying that.
Way to go, Laura. But now I'm wondering, use a brush or finger. I don't know. Or rag, a cloth, a brush, a finger, a cloth. Daisy, layer white first, then fill in. It's your base. If you don't like it, paint over it. True. My work here's done, Laura says. Mic drop. Oh, man.
These are cute. I like this size. I really, really like this size. I'm glad that we did
this little tiny one.
Yeah.
I do too. I do too.
I'm pleased with how it turned out. I just have to add some finishing. Needs some lace, and it needs some flowers or things or something on the outside. Some trim.
I guess I don't know. Maybe I need to do a little bit of research on these patinas. I don't even know what they're. I think you're supposed to be able to use them on anything. It might be that it needs to be painted and then the patina over it to go into the grooves to give it that aged patina look. That's what I'm thinking. But now that this cap is full, at least need to take that
Laura,
off.
don't make me laugh, Laura.
Yeah, don't make her laugh. Listen to her.
Then
It sounds painful. It sounds horrible. It sounds
well,
painful.
as for the cover, I need solid colors. I guess I could die cut some solid color flowers. That would look okay on there. I wonder how my paper dolls would do on those.
That could be interesting. Oh, now you're just in my way, vase. Oh, shoot. More on that than I wanted to, but okay. So piece of paper with a metal tread. This is what the paper looked like. And I just put some of the vintage blue, dark blue patina on this side. A little more right there, a little less right here. And it just made that metallic tread, that metal tread, kind of a bluish metal. That looks kind of cool, actually. It does look more aged. There's the whole... And I keep bending the paper. That does look really cool. Change the whole tone of the paper. Look at that. With the blue. All right, I've got this on my finger. What else can I put it on? Does look. I think it looks cool on that paper. Squirrel. Monday is going to be fun. I agree. Oh man, maybe you could find a die cut flower somewhere. Laura says.
I don't know if you can see that, but I've
Move
got
it to your right. Move it to your right.
To my right, this way.
Yep, and then down towards you, like towards your body. Perfect, right there. Oh, cute. That's cute. Wow.
I love using my self-made fussy cut paper dolls.
Yeah, that's cute. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome, welcome. All right, what else am I going to put this vintage patina? Oh, it's the dark blue that's on my finger. Before it dries, let's see. Let's see. What else can I age here real quickly? I don't have anything here yet prepared for Monday. I could just rub that off too. Get an interesting look on metal. That's just aluminum. Of course, Dr. Pepper can.
Yeah, I want to try them on some metal tins I have.
Well, now I want to pull them out and try them now, but I'm not going to do that because we're going to do that on Monday. I want to try them on some wood shapes, on some metal shapes.
Well, you can try them out and make all the mistakes ahead of time.
On some forms, molds, like the Stamperia molds with the clay. I want to try them on those. It does look cool on paper. I like that. That's the blue. What about, let's see. We can probably use that even. I shouldn't be using it on this awesome paper. I should try it on some gross paper. That's not gross paper. But what about this turquoise? Now I want to get my fingers on the turquoise. Turquoise and blue.
There. My cover's kind of done. I just need to put... Oh, some rickrack would be perfect if I had some rickrack.
That is pretty. Rickrack. Ooh, embossed paper. Yeah. I had some. I think I still have some right here. I'll have to emboss some more for Monday, so we have plenty to play around with. This is, I think, when I was playing around with those. What were the last things? What's the last thing that Tim just came out with? I was playing around with those new ones, alchemy things. That could use some help, so I might do something over the top of that.
Laura, you haven't sent me every color of rickrack.
Seriously? Didn't you get one of those rickrack bundles from me that had every color of rickrack under the sun?
No, it had mostly yellows, which is what I had requested from you.
That's right. Well, I did do, and I still have some rickrack bundles where there is every color of rickrack under the sun in one bundle. I should probably pull
I
those out.
love it. I use rickrack more than anything else. Except,
Yeah?
I love it on this type of thing.
A lot of yellow.
Yeah, well, I could use yellow, green, pink on this, purple. I could use a lot of colors.
Okay,
But I seem to have a lot of yellow and a lot of black. So I use black in my zombie books.
Yeah.
But these poor girls need something.
All right, so let's find, here's just some bumpy, try a couple of those. All right, where's that turquoise? I don't know. Are you supposed to put it on with your fingers or you're supposed to put it on with a brush? I don't know. Does anybody know?
Laura, look what I found.
Foundry. Yeah, the Foundry. Oh, look at you. You do have the patina.
Yeah, it was in my box of 6x6s. I'm just going through it because I want to start cutting my next one.
That's
and
awesome.
These all have back, so.
Well, don't order any more. I'll get them cheaper for us. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, hard to choose. My gosh.
I don't know if does anybody know if you're supposed to use this with finger or brush or rag?
Don't ask me. Vindicated.
Yeah, really.
Or how you're doing it.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
4 1/4.
It seems to go a long ways. I seem to not need very much. I didn't have very much on my finger, and it just was a lot. Need a very tiny bit to start spreading. Start spreading the news.
Thank you for the measurements, Margie. They just work out perfect.
Especially to keep it up on the top, you have to use just a tiny bit. If I have too much on my finger, it's just going to go down in between them. Okay, that's the turquoise. And I'm wondering how heat is going to affect these. Wonder if I heat them, if that's going to like make it more rusty or, you know, age it more. I'm going to try that too.
As long as you don't burn anything.
Nah. Not
Well,
that
I meant like your house.
Oh. I'm not going to leave the heat on that long. Yeah, Doug's home because he has COVID now too, so there's somebody if I burn the house down. Okay, so there's rust on one side and turquoise on the other. Just a little bit. Smeared with my finger. Honey, I shrunk the kids. Now I want to shrink everything.
Yeah, Julie, I'm using my tablet. I like it better than the camera on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, nowadays it's anything that'll do a video or take a picture. It's getting to where they're all so good.
Laura wants to know if you spray some water on that and see if it runs.
Ooh, on the paper? Okay.
She could be in your finger, but I kind of doubt it.
It kind of feels like it's just drying there and it's not going to run, but it is water-based, so. But that also makes me think, Laura, about spraying this stuff on the desk.
And then dipping in it?
Okay, so there's black with some rust and some turquoise, and white with rust and turquoise. Where's the spray bottle? I have two spray bottles, and one of them really is stream bottle, and the other one's good spray bottle. I don't know where I set my spray bottle. I can only find my stream bottle right now. And I don't like that one because it shoots these straight streams. I just need to pull out another. Let me see here. And yeah, no matter how I twist it, it just shoots out a stream. Okay, that's getting a little bit better, but
shoot, I glued the wrong side.
Oh no. I don't think it's going to run. It seems kind of way drier than that, but I'm going to spread the water at least very gently.
I can see that.
It may not run, but it may smear if I do this after putting water on it. Hmm. Okay. See, it was drying out here, so that's quite a bit of water on it actually, and now it becomes like watercolor. It just really is like watercolor. This one had a little bit more color. I hadn't used as much of that, so it'll be like a thicker watercolor. That does make kind of a cool watercolor though when it dries. That's why I'm wondering if hitting it with heat is going to give it a little bit more vintage patina look too.
In the first step of gluing, were we supposed to glue the big to the big or the big to the small?
The big on top to the small beneath it.
Okay, well, I went big to the big.
Oh, that's why. So when I lay them down on my desk, I lay both papers exactly the same. And then if you just push them together, this end overlaps that end. So it's big.
It just means I'm going to have a small pocket on one side.
Yeah, exactly. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. It just means another variation, right? That's how we get half of our variations is unintentional.
I really didn't laugh.
Really? That really, wow. Will you know if you get bronchitis?
Yeah, I used to get it a lot.
In your lungs?
I would get it from working in office buildings a lot when I was younger.
Because that sounds a lot like.
It's not there yet, but I can feel it creeping down into my lungs. Every day it's getting there.
Oh my goodness. Well, maybe you should call the doctor and get something for it before it actually gets down to pneumonia or bronchitis.
Nah.
Laura, has she always been this stubborn?
Don't answer that, Laura.
And then Laura, she wonders why you're stubborn. Well, I'm not sure which one's pot and which one's kettle.
It is much easier to put this together when it's double-sided. I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely working better.
Okay, so since we're just playing here, so that's the patina, rust and turquoise. And why not put some glamour paste on it? Just, because we can.
Yeah, you said you really like the feel of that.
I do. I'm thinking I'm just going to go around the edge of this because it needs some kind of frame. Yeah, I really thought it was going to be like mousse, and it's not. But it's not thick like a texture paste, modeling paste, that kind of thing.
Well, this is just a real quick one.
Look how cool that looks. That's the coolest looking stuff. See if I can get that little crusty. Probably just stick it right into the. All right, so let me get that off my fingers. We'll just say that your sons call Laura Mini Mom.
Yep. They named her that long, long, long time ago.
Wow. That's funny.
I kind of like it.
Yeah. until you get mad at certain things or frustrated by certain things. And then you're like, oh yeah, she's just like me. Yes, that is quite a compliment. I'm sure they mean it as a compliment too.
Oh, no, they don't.
Oh no. That's funny. Stop laughing. Oh. Yeah, this stuff is just so like creamy and smooth. Really like the feel of it. I just love looking at that. That looks like one of those pages in the patina book of paper. The top of that. Add a couple of drops of black alcohol ink. Let them spread. That'd be so cool. Okay, so and it's 4th of July weekend, so everybody remember to keep your animals close by. All the silly neighbors that have to do fireworks and freak out the dogs and the cats. Lucy doesn't like them.
Oh, sorry, Laura. Then I shouldn't have said that.
What?
It's a compliment to me, Laura, but I think your brothers mean it as an insult.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought you meant. That's why I said that's actually quite a compliment. But
Yeah,
a compliment to you.
I definitely take it as a compliment.
But yeah, your brothers probably mean it as an insult. Laura's tougher than all three brothers put together anyway. Or two.
Oh, yeah.
2 brothers or 3? 3. 2?
2. There's boy, girl, boy.
I don't know why I sometimes try to give you another son. I've done that before.
Yep.
I know there's 2 and 1 girl, but sometimes I try to give you a third son.
One girl was enough at the time.
Or, 1 girl, you could never have anything else as awesome as her, so better stop.
She is unique and she is fantastic.
Yeah, she is. It'd be hard to have another child measure up to her as an adult,
Yeah.
And I sometimes think that the more difficult children are some of the most amazing adults because they push the boundaries, they push the lines as kids. They were willing to push the boundaries to explore life. You know what I mean?
He did that.
Well, and by doing that, they have a different perspective on life as an adult, and they've not been like hiding in the shadow and just following everything blindly as from when they were a kid. They've pushed their own boundaries and discovered things on their own.
The boys never got their food on the ceiling.
Well, I totally get that though. It's like, look at this. It looks like it might stick. It looks pretty sticky. I really want to see if it'll stick. I get that. It's like, and look at her. She's an artist. That's like playing with clay or mousse or whatever. Got to see what it'll do. And as a kid, you don't have too many ways to try it out and see what it'll do. So. Oh, look, some of it came through to the back. That's because we got it wet. Interesting. It needs some darkness to it. It's a little bit light, but there is a gray there's a silver and there's a something else silver in this Stamperia paste. It's more like gunmetal. They call it something silver. I can't remember, but it's like a gunmetal color. I would like to get that. That I think would be really great around the edge of these. I shouldn't have gotten that much out. All right, I need to play with this for a minute, and then I know Doug's out there waiting for me, so. But it really needs, I think it needs some depth, so it needs a little bit of dark around it. So we'll add a little bit of this gray in. Maybe it needs a little water to water it down. Fireworks were banned in Alberta, but here very popular. We get a lot later tonight for Canada Day. Yeah, they've been banned the last couple of years because it's so dry here and so many forest fires. Not even forest fires, but people still do it. Put food on. Margie put food on the ceiling as an adult when she got mad at a bundt cake and stabbed it repeatedly.
That's great, Margie. That is great. Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Margie. I agree with you, Laura. It's like the first thing is like, oh, that's kind of cool. But the more you play with it and layer it and add, I'm not sure that I'm loving having added water to that. Although adding water, I think I'll go ahead and put it all the way throughout for some depth. But I think that just the thicker, darker color would have been good around the border. It might need more rust color on it now.
And don't hold tea cake away from Margie. Between Margie and Laura, I'm not going to be able to talk.
You can't have cakes and knives in the kitchen at the same time. Ooh, cake, that sounds good. Bundt cake sounds really good.
Oh, yeah, bundt cakes are so good.
Nothing bundt cake. Do you have those?
No.
Oh, it's a store, a little tiny store, and it's called Nothing Bundt Cake. And they make nothing but bundt cakes, from teeny tiny bite-sized ones up to whole, regular ones, all different sizes. And all different flavors. You go in there and they have like 12 flavors on any given day. And they are amazing. Do you have crumble cookies?
I don't think so.
Wow. I'm making a list of all the things I need to have you try. I think we got enough turquoise. That's something. Oh, not that. Boy, this stuff really goes a long way, and I keep putting way too much on there. Okay, this is going to get mixed up with turquoise, gray, and rust, which is going to give us an entirely different muddy rust color. There's too much pure white, because if it was rusty and stuff, it wouldn't be pure white. But when I get down in there, it just smashes too much of the color. So let's try that.
Maybe try a toothpick.
I just sprayed it. I'm going to smear it around a bit and see if some of the drips get down in there. And all I want is just to make the white just a tiny bit dingy, so it still looks lighter, gives the shadows some effective shadows, but the bright white just doesn't fit, doesn't make sense. Oh, I'm liking it more and more. It's getting there. It's actually
Now I don't want to cover this gorgeous paper up.
It's starting to look more and more like the patina book. Look at that.
Oh, that's looking really, really good.
Getting there. It's slow, but but it's starting to look like the patina book. I think it needs, I mean, there's some that have other colors in them too, but I really like the patina and the rust with a little bit of black or dark gray. I would have stopped with the finger and smushed the paper into the pile of paint 20 minutes ago. But then I would be done and I'd have to go. I do have, wait a minute here. I don't know. I'm liking where this one's going, so I'm not going to do that in case it destroys it. But I am going to do this. I'm going to make all of this wet, try to activate it. All the stuff that's dried right there. And I will do this with the black one. There's a lot of rust on there, not so much turquoise.
I like how yours has more rust than the paper pack.
Now, here you go, Laura. One with finger, one smushed on the desk. Now smush them together. And this is embossed paper. I just ran it through the embossing machine, but like the ones on the patina pack, they're just plain, flat paper. They don't have anything embossed.
But you can run them through an embosser.
But you could, exactly. You could after the fact. So that's getting more. You know what? Forget it. Laura, you probably, I was going to say, why didn't you say that 20 minutes ago? But you probably did. Probably did, and I was busy playing with my fingers and didn't pay any attention, or just didn't hear it because my COVID brain is not comprehending everything. Ice cream sounds good. I don't have any ice cream. Okay, there's a point where if I don't stop, I'm going to make it worse, and I don't know where that is. See, the smush worked. Yes, it did. The smush worked. I like a good alligator mouth, Sylvia. I know not everybody does. It's not everybody's thing. And maybe I don't on every single book. Maybe it's the style. I don't know. But I like a good alligator mouth. So,
Alyssa, you might hear from me too if you have ledgers. I just might
Alyssa, you have a ledgers?
I might contact you, dear.
Yeah, ledgers for sale? Oh my goodness, we all love ledgers. You could sell them to anybody in the group. Well, Lucy and Glennis first because they spoke up first. You had ice cream and wine for dinner? Oh, well, I don't drink wine, but I'll take the ice cream for dinner. I had tater tots, so ice cream and tater tots. You know what?
Wine would go.
Forget the wine. Ice cream and tater tots. I'm liking that, Laura. I'm really liking it. This one now needs turquoise. Just some down here and smush it in. Oh, Glennis, you sound awful. It sounds painful.
I think I'm going to have to go pretty soon.
I was just going to say, I think that we're going to end this so Glennis can go drink something hot to soothe her throat, her chest. And I know Doug's waiting for me anyway. So thanks for hanging out, guys. It was fun just for a good old-fashioned Laugh and Craft and
one done and another one.
Oh, that one's so cool. I love it with the patina paper.
Except I don't want to cover it, so I'm not putting
I know. You don't have to.
I'm leaving it like that.
Yeah, double-sided paper, just
I put a belly band here and I got a pocket there.
Yeah.
And then the other side it's blue.
Wow. I'd cover that side with patina paper too.
No, that's already covered.
I know. I just love the patina paper.
Yeah, but that's the back side of it.
But that's pretty, and
So
actually, it actually makes a really nice backdrop for that paper.
But this side, I'm just going to put stuff on it. I won't cover it.
That patina paper makes a really nice backdrop for that outside cover paper too.
Good, somebody sent it to me.
What?
That paper. It's good. Someone sent it.
Oh, I know. Like, you'd think maybe Laura found it like a year ago or something, 2 years ago. Who knows?
I have no idea how long I've had it.
Okay, Laura, don't lose any more of your money on that paper. We'll get it cheaper. Not quite half price, but we'll do our best. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out for a while. That was a lot of fun. And I'll see you all Monday so we can play some more with the patinas and the glamour paste and any more of those Stamperia media that are